Hey guys, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Aquarius for September 2021. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign. So obviously please take what resonates and leave the rest. So as this is a love reading, I could be either reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind. So please use your own discernment and kind of flip the roles, but please do not make the story fit, okay? So let's see what's going on for Aquarius for September, or well, for the rest of September anyway. I know we haven't got very much left of it, but I had to kind of wait a few days after the full moon to do some extra love readings for you guys. So I didn't want to have you waiting too long for another love reading, okay? I'm gonna try and switch my schedule around, okay? So what's going on for Aquarius for love for the rest of September, or whenever they come across this reading, basically. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in reverse, 9 of Cups, 3 more please, 3 of Cups. Okay, so we have, I wanted to say 3 of Cups then, so could see that later on. Got 7 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 1 more, 1 more for Aquarius, Chariot. Bottom of the deck we have the Page of Swords in the reverse, okay, with the moon. Interesting, we just had the Pisces full moon, so this is fascinating. We have the Death card in reverse. Okay, so let's have a look what we got here. So you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Scorpio, a Cancerian here with the Chariot energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the Ace of Cups in reverse, with the 9 of Cups, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here with the 5 of Pentacles, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the 5 of Wands, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here with the 7 of Swords and the Page of Swords in reverse, okay? So what I'm getting here, so either pertaining to you or your person, your interest, love interest as it were, I'm getting the sense that either you or they have been incredibly let down in a situation, in a love capacity. Maybe you feel like there's been too many secrets, there's been a lot of illusion to do with this connection, a lot of mystery, and potentially this has been incredibly difficult to kind of fathom, to understand as to why a connection may not necessarily have been moving forward. And what I'm feeling is that potentially here you may be feeling very much trapped up in your head about this whole connection. There may have even been a third party. Doesn't necessarily mean that for definite, but what I'm getting is that either you or your person has been feeling incredibly trapped. Potentially they've been trapped in a financial sense, or just materially, or in their job, or even just in their head, unsure about how to move a connection forward, potentially, especially if this person has let you down in some sort of way. Maybe they rejected your advances, I'm getting. Potentially you may have come forward and given your cup of love, and potentially they may have gone, you know, actually I have other people fighting over me, so they left you out in the cold. And potentially they were lying to you, that they had all these other people fighting for them, and potentially now they've realised that that they've done something wrong, because you've realised that you can go after your own wish fulfillment and move on forward away from this person, and get your own, fill up your own cup to then eventually give to someone else who's actually deserving. And potentially there's this, the other thing I'm getting is that there's this, there's been other situations, other people may have been gossiping about them or you in this particular connection, I'm getting. And there's been, someone's been wearing a mask. They may have been wearing a mask, or they're still wearing a mask. And basically what's happening is this person this person may come across that they feel like they kind of know it all. They may come across as very egotistical, and potentially they may feel like, oh, okay, well, everyone wants my cup of love, and, you know, they may be a little bit manipulative, potentially. They may also be quite interested in kind of like one night stands, I'm getting, potentially, and you may have found out some sort of information and realised, this is not what I want. I don't want to be stuck around with this person. I don't want to kind of play mind games and be feeling stuck and up in my head and unsure about this person. You know, I don't want to be stuck in that. But this relationship, it can't, I'm getting the sense that it can't be mended. It can't be mended if there isn't truth and if there isn't honesty. And I'm getting the sense that there isn't going to be truth and honesty here with the Seven of Swords, with the Page of Swords in reverse as well. And there's just a lot of aggro, a lot of stress, a lot of drama, unnecessary drama. And there's just a lot of chaos, and potentially this person may have multiple partners, and potentially they may have overindulged and be with a lot of other different people, and potentially you may have found out the reason why this person may not have been so open with you is because they were holding back certain emotions, and there may have been a bit of an unrequited love situation between the two of you. And I'm just realising, like, I'm just getting this, like, realisation, this, like, kind of thing of, like, well, I decide that I'm going to be happy and I'm going to move on forward, and I don't have to be stuck in this other situation, and put this love in towards myself, gain my confidence and move on forward, and, you know, stand my ground and not have to feel stuck in something, because you don't have to, and you're making considerate changes because you know that you've potentially been let down by other people or by this other particular person in the chart in previously. And it's like, I'm not willing to play games. I don't want to play games. I'm not interested in all of that rubbish, thanks. And, you know, it may have been incredibly difficult. This person may have made you feel in a particular way, like you weren't lovable or that you weren't wanted, and maybe feeling relatively insecure if this person rejected you. But I'm just getting this overall sense that, you know, well, okay, so if this person didn't accept your cup, then, you know, they don't come across as the person that is right for you. It's like, why put yourself through the stress and the strain of, like, going through with someone who's not going to be completely honest with you and completely open, or if they're too open and they're too upfront and they're too what have you, and it's just like there's not a balance there. Yeah, you may be just moving on forward, getting your own independence here with the Six of Cups, and realising that you don't want to be part of a third party situation or what have you, and you're going to move on forward, and with you moving on forward you're going to be successful. It may feel a bit difficult as of right now, you know, maybe feeling a little bit stressed and upset that things are not moving on forward, but I mean, it's just for like the right benefit of, why would you want to stay around if this person is just going to potentially be, you know, using you for a quick fling, and it's like, oh, stuck between two partners or multiple partners, and the situation just needs to be ended. It's like this person, they just come across as a bit of not a nice person, and that's the other thing. Why stay in something when you're going to feel like you're going to constantly be juggled by someone else to get their affection? Because they're potentially juggling other relationships, going out on lots of dating other people, and they may have moved on from you, and it's about you kind of moving on forward for yourself. But this person seems a bit of not a nice person. I just feel the need to kind of get some clarity on this kind of Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like you've been very let down by this person. Aquarius, what's going on? Ace of Cups. Too many. Well, that's coming to an end. You're not going to feel stuck anymore in an old cycle. You're going to move on forward with blessings coming in for you. That's going to all be healed. Beautiful. With your Aquarius energy, as we're talking about you, with the star and then with the world, like, of course, you are the star and you are the world. Like, I mean, this person just comes across as a bit of a jerk, whoever... What's this Ace of Cups in reverse about for Aquarius? I mean, come on. Look at this. No reason you felt let down is because you thought you were going to have a traditional long-term happy commitment and marriage with them. With the Hierophant and the Sun. With the Ten of Pentacles. With a long-term family home situation. Of course you felt let down. But potentially... there was something that wasn't right. There could have been a karmic situation in the mix. But you felt let down by this person because you thought you were going to have it all. Or you potentially were going to have this, like, long-term secure situation. Maybe you felt like it was like love at first sight and that you both were on the same page, but potentially you weren't. Yeah, you felt let down because you thought that they were the love of your life here with the Lovers. Like, you were their soulmate. That this love was blessed from the universe. Like, look how, like, no wonder you felt so disappointed. Yeah, look at that. You gave them this cup of love and they sat there with their hands and legs crossed. Looking at all the other cups that they've got with all the other supposed other options that they have available around them. When really, they really missed out on a really great thing with you. And now you're filling up your own cup with your own Nine of Cups, yeah, because you moved on away from them. You've thought, okay, well, fair enough, this person didn't accept my cup. It is what it is. I've decided to move on. I don't have to be in this other situation. Potentially they may have even ghosted you, and that's potentially why you got let down by this person. But I just feel like they're a bit of a jerk. Or they didn't treat you properly. You thought even if there was you may like settle down with this person and have a traditional relationship or a marriage, or you know, if you were friends, then if you knew each other and you were friends and you thought, oh, you're on the same page, but then you tried out something and it may not necessarily have worked out, and then you're having to walk away with the Eight of Cups, feeling wary from this situation. Potentially they may have given off the vibe to you that they were interested, or said that they were interested and gave off the wrong signals, or they purposely gave off the wrong signals even though that they were interested, or something along those lines. But yeah, I want to know about this. God, that song just came through. I want to know if he really loves me. I think I want to know if he really loves me. I think that's Whitney Houston. But this person hasn't treated you properly. They've not had your best interest at heart. Either this, if you could switch it around however it best resonates. But what's this five here? 5 of Wands and 5 of Pentacles with the 7 of Swords. What's that about? What this is about? Being left out in the cold and having all these supposed options and what have you. This person's love life just seems to be chaotic, and they're just letting other people down left, right and centre. It's because they don't feel... The only reason they're doing that is probably because they don't feel secure enough in themselves. They don't have this love for themselves. So that's why they're having to kind of... They feel like they're getting the kind of best of both worlds, or whatever it is that they feel like they're getting, and that they're in charge of their life, or their love life, and that they're living the dream. But I don't feel that at all. What's going on with this 5 of Pentacles in reverse? 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, Yeah, you're just getting your imaginations running away with you. Somebody's feeling like their imagination's running away from them, but there will be light at the end of the tunnel. It doesn't feel like it right now. You may have felt incredibly stuck for quite some time, but it's the realization that this was probably not any good for you. Even if you wanted a long-term situation with this person, or you thought that it was going to be good, but potentially it's not. Most likely it's not a good thing. Like, I'm also getting that if you had thought that this person was kind of out and about with everyone, if you catch my drift, you're kind of had the realization that actually it's all been validated and it's all true. I want to know about this Seven of Swords. He keeps on staring. Seven of Swords. What's this going on here with the Seven of Swords, this person? Page of Cups, really? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. A lot of immaturity here. This person... Yeah, they definitely didn't want to be tied down in a particular relationship at all. It's not to expect very much from this person. Maybe you found out some sort of clarity that they didn't really want much from the situation apart from, you know, a certain something. And it's like this person's just very self-absorbed and like in themselves, and there was no movement going on between you, and you realise that this situation, it's been lifted for what it is. You may feel like this person is going to come round and give you an apology for how they treated you, but I don't feel like that's the case. Like, because they didn't want anything serious anyway. I'm getting the sense they didn't want anything serious. They weren't in a position. They can't a position to commit to anything, or you can't necessarily trust their word. What's one more for Seven of Swords? Just feel the needs. Page of Swords. So we've seen 3 pages. Like, how immature is this person? Like a child, basically. Acting like a child. Look, there's your card here. You may have been watching, looking on at this person, thinking about them a lot, thinking there's no hope there, and was like, well, they kind of... Oh gosh, I got that song that's just come into my head. Round, get around, I get around, and it's like I get around, I get around. What's that song? It's Beach Boys? God, that's a bit old. I think it's the Beach Boys. I'm not even sure, but so I get around, and it's like obviously not referring to that, but that's what was coming through for me. So this person, yeah, it's really, the mask is coming off that there's no hope, that this person has been dipping and dabbing with whoever, and they're unfaithful, and they're not a solid choice to go for, and you're going to get this enlightenment, that it's not best to stay with this person. What's going on with the Nine of Cups and the Chariot? What's this about you moving on forward for you? I don't normally clarify these cards, but I just felt I needed to. What's going on with this Chariot and the Nine of Cups for you? What's going on here? Yeah, look at that. You're moving on with the Eight of Cups. Moving on. Away from all of that. Gaining your independence. What else? What's going on here? Yes, look at you. Look. And I said the Three of Cups earlier. I feel like I did. I said, oh, we may see that later on. And here it is. The Three of Cups. You're going towards your happiness. Finding the circle friends who are going to celebrate and help you out. You know, you're not going to deal with other people who are going to be unreliable. You're going for your new beginning here with a Fool. Gaining independence and being away from this other person or other situation. You're moving on. Moving on. Look at that. Moving on with people who are actually going to want to collaborate with you, who actually want to build a foundation with you. People who genuinely want to put in the effort to be with you, to build on something with you, who actually want to try to improve your relationship together, the world, and then the Fool. You're moving on from whoever this is. Or if you haven't moved on from them, you will be moving on from them. Yeah. Ace of Wands in reverse. You know, it's potentially there may be a situation where you've been in two minds about moving on, but it will be for your highest good to move on. Okay? So let's get some other cards. I know this part of the reading's been a lot longer than I was expecting it to be, but I just felt called to do it. This may be a very specific message for someone, but I just felt the need to do it, so here we are. But no wonder you felt let down, because potentially you may have thought that you were going to have, you know, everything. And it's incredibly upsetting. Of course it is. It's heartbreaking. But it's no point feeling trapped in your head when someone has been, you know, it's no point. What's going on here for Aquarius? Not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call a person, boundaries, and still angry. Of course you'd be angry with this person. Of course be angry with this person. It's understandable. Yeah, look at that. Axe, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. So potentially you may feel like this person just stopped talking to you, or you are going to stop talking to them, break up the pattern. Codependency, obsession, possession, controlling, hazard, block, and restraint. Something, it's just not healthy. If they were to call you back up again, you're going to be like, no, thank you. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. So you're going to make new memories. You're going to move on forward. You know, you're going to move on forward away from this person. And what you'll do is you'll end up finding love elsewhere on a new beginning, and get to open your heart to others who are going to be more open and reciprocal to you, who are going to say, I like you back, compared to this other person who may not necessarily had said that. And oh my days of what you don't see, Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation and meeting. Coffee cup, you're going to go out for a date. Look at this. Feeling uplifted. Friendship, you're going to be surrounded by people who are going to help build you, and you're going to have lots of talking, and you're going to be ascending, moving on forward to a new phase in your life. Fantastic. Beautiful. What you don't see, a lot's happening for you, and you're going to be able to move out of all of this other mess with this other person who seems a bit of a lowlife to me, but obviously I mean, I should be kind of kinder, but this person just comes across to me as a bit of a jerk. I'm not gonna lie. What's going on for Aquarius? I mean, you're the star, for goodness sake. I mean, you shine bright, and you're incredible and intelligent, and you know, you don't need anybody else or anybody or anything or anyone else to validate how amazing you are, because you're a star in your own right. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, so potentially there could be new love coming in when you move on to this new situation. They could be the one. This other person I don't feel is the one, and very soon clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So yeah, it's for you to kind of decide that you're not going to tolerate one thing, you're going to move on forward positively, and then the next person that you meet could be worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, especially when we sort the World card, and you may end up having a successful union with someone else in the future. And you're going to feel completely renewed and then realise that everything kind of happened at the right place at the right time. And then we have flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So you'll be able to extend your energy to others. One more. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So yeah, that's what I was saying about that, you know, the coffee cup. So potentially you're going to be able to talk to friends. Could be seeing 333 here. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So potentially there could be a brand new soulmate who's coming in for you that you do not expect. Could be a friend or someone that you may meet on travels or even online. Keeping an open mind that potentially this next person coming in, when you've allowed yourself to heal and go forward, you may be receiving some sort of new messages and communication with someone. Okay? So I'm going to look into the Soulmates in Separation, just as a final kind of message. So either what they want to say to you or what you want to say to them or what have you. It may not be too relevant, but I kind of do this with every sign, so I just don't want anyone to miss out in case. So anyway, guys, let's have a look here. But this other person may be trying to draw you into a load of petty arguments and be like, oh, well, I apologised, didn't I? And, you know, all this other, oh, well, maybe we can still be friends and all this rubbish. And you may be just like, no, you're up in your head about, oh, well, maybe there's this potential, this person may change and, you know, oh, I can change this person. It's like, well, actually, the person, you know, it's not down to you to change them, it's for them to change themselves, and they'll eventually get their own kind of comeuppance at a point later on in the line that you do not have to do anything for, and then they may have a real kind of reality check of their life when something doesn't quite go their way, and then they'll be like, oh, maybe I've had a flashback until that person that I didn't treat as well, who I potentially could have had all this beautiful energy with, but I didn't treat them properly, and now this kind of, you know, mess has been happening on my life. Look, just broke up that. You saw me just fumbling with the cards. I know I failed you and let you down big time. Well, we know that. You don't have to tell them that. We already know that, buddy. Look, mate, we already know that you let them down. Thank you for the acknowledgement. There's that sorry. I know I let you down, I'm sorry. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't mean to get so animated, but I can't help it. You are perfect in my eyes, don't ever change. Oh, come on, mate, really? You are always in my dreams, right? See, this is this page going, oh, yeah, oh, you know, I think of you all the time and all this kind of rubbish. My pride and ego led us astray. Well, we know that. Bottom of the deck. I listened to the wrong people. They were wrong about you. Well, look, mate. I don't feel like it's about other people. I think it's about you. But here we go. I carry guilt for the way I mistreated you. Well, do you? I don't know. I'm not feeling totally convinced by this person. I regret my past actions, my past mistakes, and wish I can have another chance with you. Of course you do. Of course you do. Now you can see that you are going to go off with your wish fulfillment and feeling happy in yourself, that other people are going to be surrounding you, moving forward, taking control of your life, leaving all this other mess behind for actual potential real love to come into your life later on. Wow. Anyway, sorry for the longer reading, but I couldn't help myself. Just had to do it. So I feel like, I'm sorry if this message was too specific, but I just felt like whoever needed to hear this message, I hope that it reaches you. So If you did enjoy the reading, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment and I greatly appreciate it. Please take care and bye for now.